Greetings friends, welcome to this video. Vinay turned off the TV and tried to sleep. After a while, sleep began to settle in. He hadn't completely closed his eyes when suddenly Vinay woke up with a start. When he opened his eyes, he saw someone standing near his bed. "Who is it?" a startled Vinay said. "It's me, uncle," she said. "Me? Who?" "Oh, uncle, it's Rupali." "Rupali, what are you doing here at this hour?" Vinay asked. "Uncle, I can't sleep. I'm scared in my room. I can't sleep there alone." "Rupali, don't be crazy. Go to your room, you'll fall asleep on your own." "No, uncle, I'm scared. I'll sleep right here." Rupali lay down next to Vinay. Uncle. Vinay's breathing suddenly became rapid. He moved to a corner of the bed. He was in a bad state from the nervousness. He looked at Rupali and said, "Please Rupali, this is wrong. Our culture doesn't allow it. At least look at the age difference between us. I'm your father's age." Rupali also turned over and clung to Vinay, saying, "Oh, please uncle, don't teach me useless things. If you don't understand, I'll tell you. The times have changed. The one who doesn't eat when they are hungry is a fool. Please listen to me, daughter. What will your father think of me if he finds out tomorrow?" "Oh, uncle, don't be afraid. No one will know anything. Just let what happens, happen. And anyway, what happens, happens for the best. Where love flourishes, age is not taken into account. The times have changed nowadays." Suddenly, she extended her closed fist towards Vinay. Vinay asked, "What is this?" Rupali said, "Uncle, this is your medicine that I bought from the medical shop this morning." With that, she opened her closed fist. Inside it was a packet. Seeing this, Vinay's eyes widened in astonishment. He understood that the times had truly changed. After all, what could he do? He was a man, wasn't he? Vinay surrendered to the new era, and the next moment he extended his hand and held Rupali's hand. Hello friends, welcome to today's story. Friends, before listening to the story, I request you all to subscribe, like, and share our channel if you haven't already, and thank you if you have. Friends, let me quickly tell you the story. A month had passed since Vinay had come to London to his friend Sagar's place. Both were childhood friends. In the meantime, Sagar had some work in Dubai, so he left his daughter Rupali with Vinay and went to Dubai for a week. Now Rupali and Vinay were completely alone at home. Then they both decided to go out for a stroll. The car, racing on the well-lit streets of London, kept moving forward. Vinay was busy humming a Hindi film song while driving. Rupali was sitting in the passenger seat next to him, silently looking at her Vinay uncle with a sideways glance. When the car started passing through the bustling city market, Rupali cast a quick glance at Vinay and said, "Uncle, if you see a medical shop anywhere, please pull over and stop the car. I need to get some medicine." A look of surprise appeared on Vinay's face. He looked at Rupali and said, "Why? What happened? Are you feeling all right?" "Yes, uncle, I'm fine," she replied. "Then why do you need medicine?" Vinay asked. "For you," Rupali said. "For me? Why? What's wrong with me? I'm perfectly fine." "Oh, uncle, you are so innocent. You won't understand. Now stop racking your brains. Just stop the car when you see a medical store. I'll be back in a minute." Vinay didn't understand the conversation, so he stayed quiet and his eyes scanned both sides of the market line through the car window. After a while, a medical shop came into view, so he pulled the car to the side and stopped it in front of the shop. "Here, the medical store is here. Go get the medicine quickly." Rupali swiftly opened the door and reached the medical store. Vinay kept watching Rupali from inside the car. He couldn't figure out what medicine she was buying even though he wanted to. Rupali put the medicine in her purse, paid, and quickly came back and sat in the car. She looked at Vinay and said, "Uncle, the work is done. Let's go home now." Vinay didn't understand anything. He put the car in gear, and the car started flying like the wind the next moment. While driving, he glanced at Rupali. For some reason, he noticed a change in her today. There was a world of difference between the Rupali he had seen a month ago when he came to London and the Rupali of today. Her demeanor had completely changed in the last 3 days. Lost in these thoughts, he was lost in his own world. Yesterday morning, Vinay rushed into the bathroom, and the ground slipped from under his feet. Rupali was already bathing inside. There wasn't a single stitch of clothing on her. Vinay immediately came out. Rupali's back was to the door. Maybe she hadn't seen Vinay. Vinay's breathing had become very fast. He collapsed on the sofa and thought it was good that Rupali didn't find out anything. But the fault was Rupali's. Rupali should have locked the door from the inside. More than 24 hours had passed since that incident, but the bathroom scene kept replaying in Vinay's eyes. The sight of Rupali standing at the threshold of the room had shaken him. He was angrier at Rupali than at himself. Why didn't she lock the door from the inside? Was this carelessness or a deliberate act? No, this can't be carelessness. Rupali did all this intentionally. It would be good if her father Sagar comes back soon. Lost in these thoughts, he got lost in his childhood memories. Vinay and Sagar were childhood friends. Their houses were close to each other. They spent their childhood playing and running around together. They studied in the same school. They also took admission to the university together. Later, Sagar passed the CA exam and started working as a chartered accountant, and Vinay took over his father's farming business. One day, when a good marriage proposal came, Prabhu Dayalji arranged his son Sagar's marriage with Poonam with great pomp. Vinay was involved in the wedding preparations for a month. All of Sagar's suits were stitched according to his liking. From making the list of wedding guests to finalizing the menu for the reception, he helped Prabhu Dayalji. People also started saying that Sagar and Vinay were not friends but brothers. After some time, Vinay also got married. Sagar came to his wedding, but his wife Poonam did not. Vinay felt bad. He scolded his friend a lot, but he didn't say anything that day. He took everything Vinay said gracefully, and after settling down, both of them got busy with their own lives. Sometimes, when the two friends met, they would spend their time complaining to each other. Vinay felt many times that everything was not okay in Sagar's life. Around the same time, he got the news that Sagar's wife had given birth to a girl. After giving sweets and gifts, Vinay and his wife returned. After a few days, a friend told him that Sagar and Poonam did not get along. They used to fight every day. Distressed by the quarrels of his son and daughter-in-law, Prabhu Dayalji died of a heart attack one day. After his death, the matter between Sagar and Poonam only got worse. After hearing the bad news about his friend's family, Vinay also became worried. One day, he went to Sagar's house with his wife Nisha. There he tried to explain to both of them. It was here that Vinay felt for the first time that Sagar's wife Poonam was very aggressive by nature. Sagar listened to their words patiently, but Poonam told them in blunt terms, "Look, Vinay ji, you take care of your own house. You don't need to interfere in our family matters." That day, Vinay returned home with a heavy heart and cried. Today, his friend's family was on the verge of breaking up, and he couldn't do anything about it. After some time, he came to know that Sagar and Poonam had divorced, and Rupali was given to Sagar by court order. One day, Sagar called Vinay and Nisha to his house and told them that he was going to London with Rupali. He had got a job as an accountant in a multinational company there. He handed the keys to his house to Vinay and said to rent the house or do whatever he deemed appropriate. He also asked him to make sure to get the house cleaned from time to time. At that time, Rupali was only 7 years old. Time was passing by slowly. Everything was going well in Vinay's life, but one day Nisha complained of stomach pain. She was taken to the doctor, who, after a checkup, said that she had cancer in her stomach. The disease was in its last stage. The cancer had taken such a hold that Nisha never got better. Nisha also left this world without giving Vinay a child. His parents had already passed away. Vinay was alone in the world. Sometimes he would meet his friend Sagar's wife, Poonam Bobby. She would cry a lot over what she had done. 12 years passed in the blink of an eye. One day, Sagar sent a visa and a plane ticket and called Vinay to London. He had come to London a month ago at his friend's invitation. When he set foot on the soil of London, Sagar himself had come to the airport in his car. Seeing each other after so many years, tears welled up in both their eyes. When they reached home, Vinay's mouth was left wide open on seeing Rupali. There was a world of difference between the Rupali he had said goodbye to 12 years ago in India and this Rupali. Today, she looked exactly like her mother. Her features were exactly like Poonam's. Staying with Sagar and Rupali had awakened Vinay's desire to live. He didn't even realize when a month had passed while living with them. 2 days ago, Sagar had to go to Dubai for some important work. He had said to Vinay while leaving, "I will be able to come back after a week. Until then, you will have to stay with my daughter Rupali. I have told Rupali to take care of you. If there is any urgent work, let me know on my mobile." Suddenly, coming out of his thoughts, Vinay saw that they had arrived at the bungalow. He parked the car. When they both reached the door, they were stunned to see that the door was open. Both of them looked at each other with a strange look. Rupali said in surprise, "I had locked it when I left. Who opened this door from behind?" Both of them ran inside and were left dumbfounded by the sight. The entire bungalow's belongings were scattered everywhere. Rupali looked at Vinay and said, "Uncle, it seems thieves have done their work here. I'll call the police." As soon as they received the information, the police team arrived there. The officers started investigating after the inquiry. After filing the report of the robbery, the police left. Rupali looked at Vinay and said, "Uncle, why are you sitting with such a long face? This is a common thing here. It's a good thing we weren't at home, otherwise the robbers could have killed us. I'll call my dad and tell him." "Uncle, would you like to make some tea?" Vinay was surprised by Rupali's behavior. He quietly got up and went towards the kitchen. Rupali told her father about the robbery at home on the mobile phone. She also told him that there was nothing to worry about and that both Vinay uncle and she were safe and sound. By then, Vinay had made tea. At night, they both made dinner together. While eating, both of them remained silent. After they were done eating, Vinay came to his room and lay on the bed. He couldn't sleep. He turned on the TV and started changing channels. On one channel, a saint was giving a sermon. He thought to himself that he should enjoy the sermon today. Just then, Rupali came with a glass of milk. She was surprised to see Vinay uncle listening to a religious channel. She placed the glass of milk on the table, looked at Vinay with a sideways glance, and said, "Oh wow, you also have a passion for stories, uncle." Vinay burst out laughing at Rupali's words. He said without looking at Rupali, "Everyone is running for their livelihood. In our India, there's a flood of storytellers these days. Money is raining in these stories. In the name of religion, there is no shortage of people who rob and no shortage of people who get robbed. I also sometimes think of leaving everything and becoming a storyteller. Along with wealth and fame, I will also get to see beautiful faces of beautiful women." At this, Rupali said, "Oh uncle, leave it. You don't know how to look at beautiful women anyway. Yes, if you become a sadhu and wear a tilak, it's a different matter." Vinay was stunned after hearing Rupali's words. He understood that Rupali was in a very romantic mood today. There was something hidden in her words. He looked at Rupali and said, "Okay, you go now. It's quite late at night. I want to sleep. You also go to your room and sleep now." Rupali went to her room. There was a mischievous smile on her face. Vinay looked at the glass of milk. He didn't feel like drinking milk today. He thought to himself that Sagar should come back soon. He turned off the TV switch and went to sleep. After a while, sleep began to settle in. He hadn't completely closed his eyes when suddenly Vinay woke up with a start. When he opened his eyes, he saw someone standing near his bed. "Who is it?" a startled Vinay said. "It's me, uncle," she said. "Me? Who?" "Oh, uncle, it's Rupali." "Rupali, what are you doing here at this hour?" Vinay asked. Rupali said, "Uncle, I can't sleep. I'm scared in my room. I can't sleep there alone." "Rupali, don't be crazy. Go to your room, you'll fall asleep on your own." "No, uncle, I'm scared. I'll sleep right here." "Rupali, try to understand. You are not a little girl anymore." "Oh uncle, that's why I came here to sleep," she said, and with that, Rupali lay down next to Vinay. Vinay's eyes widened. He moved to a corner of the bed. He was in a bad state from the nervousness. He looked at Rupali and said, "Please Rupali, this is wrong. Our culture doesn't allow it. At least look at the age difference between us. I'm your father's age. Rupali also turned over and clung to Vinay, saying, "Oh, please uncle, don't teach me useless things. If you don't understand, I'll tell you. The times have changed. The one who doesn't eat when they are hungry is a fool. Please listen to me, daughter. What will your father think of me if he finds out tomorrow?" "Oh, uncle, please don't be afraid. No one will know anything. Just let what happens, happen. And anyway, what happens, happens for the best. Where love flourishes, age is not taken into account. The times have changed nowadays. If the thirsty soul is satiated, it will have a result. This will not be a thought but a favor." Suddenly, she extended her closed fist towards Vinay. Vinay asked, "What is this, Rupali?" Rupali said, "Uncle, this is your medicine that I bought from the medical shop this morning." With that, she opened her closed fist. Inside it was a packet. Seeing this, Vinay's eyes widened in astonishment. He understood that the times had truly changed. After all, what could he do? He was a man, wasn't he? Vinay surrendered to the new era, and the next moment Vinay extended his hand, and then the same thing happened that you all are imagining. That night, both of them put all the boundaries aside and fulfilled their desires. So friends, this was today's story. How did you like it? Please tell us in the comments. If you like the video, please like, share, and subscribe.